The Last of Us, Episode 8, When We Are in Need. Starts with a preacher man preaching to his flock. His name is David. He has a right-hand man, James, who's telling him that food is getting very low, like 1 or 2 weeks left type low. They decide they're going to go out on a hunt. Joe is still laying on the floor dying. Pedro Pascal's been laying on the floor for 2 weeks straight with no lines. He's getting that easy money. Elle goes on a hunt and hits a deer. As she's tracking it, hungry-ass James and David have already found it. Elle makes them a gunpoint deal. She'll give them half the deer for penicillin. David sends James away to retrieve the medicine. As they wait for James, Elle and David have a conversation. David tells her about how he used to be a teacher and became a preacher after the apocalypse. He also tells her about his flock. He makes mention of one of his flock members who was killed. Turns out it's the same dude that Joe killed a couple of weeks ago. David is now taking care of that guy's daughter. During all this, when James returns, he gets to jump on Elle. They give her the medicine, and David decides to let her go. When David returns to his flock, they're upset that he let Elle go, and they want revenge. The little girl that he's taking care of says she wants him to go kill them. He walks over and smacks the shit out of her. Strong pimp hand. The next morning, David and his posse go out to find Elle and Joel. Elle spots them and decides to try to lead them away from Joel. In the process, she gets caught. James is about to put one in her head, but David stops him. He tells him that he's going to take Elle back to their camp. James and the others decide to stay behind and look for Joel. They should have took their ass with David, because Joel ended up catching all 3 of them and taking them out savage style. We cut to Elle locked in a cage. David gives her the rundown about how he's really a valiant man and that he doesn't really believe in all the God stuff. He's just doing what he has to do. He tries to recruit Elle to join him, but in a really creepy way. Elle makes David think she's softening to his sales pitch, and just when he gets close enough, she breaks his finger. He runs out of the room like an angry teenager. As Elle is surveying the room, she sees a damn ear laying under a table. These people are bad at cleaning up. Turns out David and his flock are cannibals, and they're about to make some Ellie burgers. Right when it's chopping up time, Elle bites David and tells him that he's infected because she's infected. Old boy James takes 2 steps back. Elle grabs the cleaver and puts it into James' neck. He slid down the wall and went stiff real quick. Elle escapes and runs into a burning building. David pursues her and catches her, and they scuffle around on the floor for a little bit before Elle rolls over on him, starts putting a knife to him. She chopped him up worse than those cats in the Scarface movie got chopped. That little girl got rage issues. Dying Joe is making his way to rescue Elle, but he's too late. She's already handled business. She runs out and embraces him, and he calls her baby girl.